Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 7 of the Ryu's Work Is Never Done. And this is one of the best episodes I've seen of this show. And in a way, because it's kind of its own episode on its own. It kind of just. So, this is a. Wow, what's her name? Cake? Cake, I believe that's her name. And basically, this is her episode, and she's the well, okay, to put it out, she's a 25-year-old shogi player trying to become a professional women's shogi player, and throughout this episode, throughout the last 6 episodes, we've seen her. She's the daughter of our Ryu and Ringo's master, and she, from what we learned this episode, after the passing of her mother, it seems that her father kind of just like the only way to kind of show some form of um what's the way to put it, like life lessons, was through shogi, because that is his world, and so he was trying to show it to his daughter. And well, from like the age of 10, she started learning how to play shogi more properly, and then we get her to now. As we've seen prior, she's been having trouble, a lot of trouble, with her shogi game, and just kind of her confidence levels. They kind of really talk about this in this episode, because from what, if I remember correctly from the other episodes, like once you reach the age of 27, it's like not possible in anything, and you're kind of like done. You're like, that's it. You can't become a professional female shogi player, and like, huh. And the reason I really liked this episode was, one, I'm glad it focuses on her, because she was kind of that side character. She had some moments before, because she did lose to Red Eye, Eye, yeah, Eye, Red Eye, yeah, fuck. She did lose to her, and like, it hurt her ranking, I would say, and her chances to become a female. So, and it really like distraught her. So was it for that? I think so. Yeah, and you know, um, and so she's really like really, very very vulnerable, like depressed, uh, position at the moment, and she's desperately trying to figure out how to get better. And what makes this episode great is that it's kind of just something as simple as writing a letter to your because the name of the episode's like uh, a letter, damn it, what is it, like a letter from 10-year-old self or something like that. So she finds this letter in one of these old books, that apparently she wrote to her older self when she was 10, and she like did like it's hard playing shogi, but I really love it, but have have I become a female shogi player? Have I gained a title? And that moment, because they don't show it, but that moment must have been really hard for her to kind of see what her 10-year-old self thought she was going to be in 10 years, her 20-year-old self, and at 25 she still hasn't achieved these. And so she truly just wanted a chance. And I was a little bit surprised. Midway through the episode, we get her leaving the house. It seems that from what we saw is that she she has an awkward, I would say awkward relationship with her father at the moment. I can't remember exact words, but it's like something with eye contact and talking. Uh, because there's so much more that happens, so I'm just gonna leave that as that. But she tells her father that if I can't like win my 3 matches to lose my disqualification or something like that, she's gonna quit the training group, and there goes her chances. And so yeah, so we get to the training group, and 2 out of her 3 matches are within the family. Are she has to play against Red Eye and Blue Eye. Yeah, I fuck whatever. Those 2 little girls, and they themselves are still learning shogi, but they have proficiency and they have a talent for it. So I was like, okay, and she's lost to both of them. I think I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but she 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 confidently, her first match, she confidently beats Red Eye, and like, okay, trust me, throughout the whole match, it's like, oh my god, what's happening here and there, and like, moves, pieces. I have no idea what's happening, but apparently it's great. God, I really wish I knew what was happening because apparently it was like magical. But then you get to her second match against Blue Eye, and we get through midway of her match with her, with both of them, anyways. Um, and Blue Eye kind of breaks down a little bit because she's still suffering from what happened last episode. She beat one of her friends, and the repercussions from all that, to just kind of like, whatever you do has repercussions, and yeah, but she's wanting to put her all in this match, and she just comes back with a vengeance, just back and forth with that weird kind of like back and forth motion she does, and it's like, yes, like, because we know that her late game is like her best, so just watching it and just kept going back and forth, and then we go back to Keika, and she's now just watching I play matching, and she's losing ground, and then she kind of snaps her senses, and she just wants to play, and she just goes back and forth, and she loses, and damn, and when if you remember, if she can't win her 3 matches, she was gonna quit, and I was like, wow. um and for some reason Ginkgo was there, and I had no idea what was that. Like, I get it, I get that scene, but I wish we would have seen her somewhere in the background or walk in or something, because when her character just showed up, it kind of threw me off. That's kind of my only negative there. Like, I get why that moment was reasonably okay, but when her character just showed up like that, it threw me off. And like, okay, sure, you're there, because like, Ryu was there throughout the whole thing. He was standing in the doorway, just watching the matches and everything. So I was like, okay. So we knew his character was there. So when Ginkgo showed up, it just threw me off. That's kind of my only negative and gripe of this episode. But then after that, she goes and talks to her father and everything. And she said to her father that if she couldn't win her 3 matches, she's gonna quit. And you get this very, very strong emotional moment, where she hands over the letter of her 10-year-old self to her father, and they start, and she explains, like, I might not be able to become a professional female shogi player, but I still want to be part of the shogi world, because there's other things besides becoming a shogi player. There's, as we've seen in the episodes, there's like casters, there's recorders, there's apparently salespeople, and she has the knowledge of shogi, so like a commentator. But yeah, and they have this very, very strong emotional moment, and I like that was what made this episode really great, and it didn't have any of that. Like, I think maybe because this show has been bogged down with those lowly moments, this thing was really just focused on kind of the shogi and how things affect people and people's futures. I really like that. The only thing I like, I'm kind of glad it happened, because it's one of those things like, what's up with it? Because they made a little joke about this. I think in episode 3, at the end of episode 3 or something, um, where um, Keiko and Ryuo are kind of just in the swings, and they're just talking like, "Yeah, I was gonna quit Shogi, the training group." Like, what? Why? No. And well, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna still try. She still has 2 years to try to become. It's gonna be hard now, but she still has a chance. So she's gonna, continue to work hard to try to become a female shogi, professional female shogi player. God, why is that so hard to say? Um, and and I, what's funny is what was great about the finale, the final parts of this episode was she says, if I can't become one, uh, can I? If I can't become a professional female shogi player, then I can be the wife of a professional shogi player, the Ryu's, him, and he goes for it and like, yes, I love you, and then like, okay, so it is real. So it's not like some delusional thing or anything or something like in the background. No, he actually does like really like her, uh, and and I don't know if it was a joke or anything, but oops, bad. She does kind of joke like, well, like I like you too, but I can't because what was that? Damn it! Like you're number 2 in my heart. Then who's number 1? And I Shogi, and I was like, that's what made this episode really great. Like you got a story of one of our side characters, and it was a very strong story. Like it dealt with her future. You got some realization. You got a conflict in moments. You got some resolution, and then to end it all, we got a little bit of a fun little joke at the end. So that's what made this episode really great, and I think I think this episode alone makes the show worth it because of just how it shows how strong some of these characters are trying to do in this world, in this shogi world. It's not just a game. It's like their passion, their life, and um, if anything, if you can just ignore um, the lowly part of this show, it's a very very good show. Um, but no, yeah, I'll end it there. I think I said a lot more than I normally have in other episodes. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. So thanks again for watching. Until next time.